Alright guys, so this is probably like my 5th time actually recording this thing because I've been testing out different teams and have been getting better results every single time. I am currently right now top 34 within the pure vanilla server with the help of some guild members that I have, especially Wolftail, who has kind of shared a comp with me that I've been testing out and it has been working really well. I just changed a couple things because I have White Lily while Wolftail doesn't have White Lily. So here we go, guys. This is going to be a 2-team comp where you just need to use this particular team right here to verse the first 2 bosses of the Ringmaster, and then the second team to verse the last stage of the Ringmaster. All right, so let me go over the topping real quick, and then also show you guys the toppings and the biscuits that I'm using. So let's go over topping. We have 5 of the juicy apple jelly for our Queen of Man. We are using damage resist as well as focusing on the crit, and some extra attack speed, of course, is going to be beneficial for our Queen of Man. And then our Captain Caviar using 5 of the Swift Chocolate here. We're focusing on the cooldown and the attack speed here as well in order to try and use those torpedoes as soon as possible. We're using our Linzer. Alright, so Linzer is being used here because Linzer does have some defense reduction, as well as also some crit buff that she is able to give to Art Cookies as well. We are using Bouncing Caramel in order to increase the attack speed so that Linzer is able to get to max stack as soon as possible. Alright, so Bouncing Caramel here, focusing on the cooldown as well as attack speed and the damage resist here. And then we have our creme brulee. We're using 5 of the Syrian raspberry here, focusing on some damage resist here, attack speed, of course, and then some extra attack and crit will definitely help out. And then last one is going to be our cream puff. Cream puff is going to be determined by what your magic candy level is. So if you have them at level 20 or less than level 30, basically, you want to use a full-on juicy apple jelly in most cases, unless your biscuits are absolutely insane with the amount of crit. But if you have a level 30, then you can go with a 3 juicy apple jelly, 2 Syrian raspberry, around, I believe it's 34% crit, 35% crit. You get max, and then I'm focusing on the cooldown as well. All right, we have the whistle as well as the scroll and the jelly wand. Our Queen of Man is actually buffing up Linzer because of the bouncing caramel in order to make her stacks a lot faster. But the benefits of actually having Queen of Man is that Queen of Man prevents our cookies from getting attack speed slow reduction. All right, so the boss actually does slow down our cookies, and it can be a mess. So that's why we have Queen of Man, and we're also not using the robe in that case. All right, so the biscuit here is going to be level 1 biscuit for our Queen of Man, attack speed. And then our Captain Caviar, level 15 here, epic one. Damage resist, bypass, attack, and crit. And then we have our Linzer, attack speed, and HP here, level 1. And then our creme brulee, level 20 with defense, HP, damage resist, bypass, HP. I do need to kind of change this. Probably better to have crit, attack speed, crit, damage resist, bypass, attack, stuff like that. And then our cream puff is using a level 1 here with crit and crit resist here. All right, so that's going to be the first team here. And then the second team is going to be with our Mercurial Knight with Blackberry, White Lily, our Silver Bell, as well as Oyster. All right, so Oyster is in here. Okay, do you need to use Oyster? No, you don't need to, but I am using Oyster for the crit percentage as well as the crit damage that Oyster does have. This right here, crit percentage and the crit damage. Okay, so that's why we are using Oyster in this particular team. So quickly, the topping is going to be 5 of the Syrian raspberry for Mercurial Knight. I see that damage resist is almost not required because we do have Silver Bell to give the damage resist, and our Mercurial Knight does survive. So we're focusing on the attack and crit and attack speed. We're using White Lily with attack, crit, and cooldown as well. No damage resist because we do get 30% from just the silver hood buff. All right, so that's the reason why we're doing this. If you don't have White Lily, what Wolftail use actually is going to be Rockstar. So Rockstar was used instead to just buff up Mercurial Knight so that Mercurial Knight just absolutely shreds the enemy. We're using 5 of the Swift Chocolate for our Blackberry. Damages this and cooldown. Of course, extra crit and attack will help out. We have Oyster with full-on Swift Chocolate as well. We're focusing on just strictly cooldown here. And then we have our Silver Bell with either cooldown or crit. I just like to use cooldown so that we can spam the skill a little bit faster. All right, so the biscuit here for our Mercurial Knight is going to be level 16 and crit resist, crit attack speed. Our Lily is going to be level 20, HP, attack, crit resist, damage resist, bypass. Of course, if you have extra attack and crit, definitely helps out too. Our Blackberry is going to have level 16 here with crit, HP, and attack. And then our Oyster is going to have extra cooldown. All right. That's pretty much why I'm just using this one. And then our Silver Bell is using attack speed, cooldown, damages this bypass as well. All right. So here we go, guys. Let me show you guys this team in action. Let's go. All right. Here we go. So I'm putting it at 1.2 times speed, and then you don't want to put it on auto for this particular one. Why? Because you don't want to use Linzer's skill until Linzer is at max stack. All right, so you want to try and use Linzer's skill only when it's at max stack, right there. Okay, so make sure to try to time that so that you're not wasting Linzer's stack, and especially the attack speed buff that you're giving with Queen of Man. All right. So make sure that Linzer is using it when it's at max stack. It's going to be very, very important. Ooh, it's very close right there. You see how, you know, Cream Puff is pretty much timing it perfectly almost right there for us now. Okay. Thankfully, I was able to skip the skill, the matching cards for the two bosses in the first phase. All right. Hopefully, we're able to skip this one too here. All right, wow, getting close, getting close. Cream Puff, where's the attack? There we go. Very, very close. Okay, I think I messed that one up on the Linzer a little bit. So make sure you're at the max stack. Just always make sure that it is max stack. All right, there we go, max stack. All right, we're getting very, very close to the last phase here. All right. Buff up all our cookies, and then we're gonna use our White Lily here. So pretty much I skip all the card matching in this particular case. All right, and then after this portion, I will. Oh, actually, we're gonna do the first one. This is gonna be matching card top right corner. After this portion of the video, I will also do the show you guys the portions of the card matching as well, so that you guys know exactly which card to choose. All right, here we go. We should be able to do this last skill and should be done right here with White Lily's skill. There you go. 3 minutes and 59 seconds remaining. And I think that is pretty much it. Okay, and let's see here. Oh, there you go. 8.4 million. And we are doing damage with Captain Caviar, Creme Brulee, and then Lily, Mercurial Knight, as well as Silver Bell. So these two are just buffing. And in this particular case, these two are the buffers kind of for our team as well. So there you guys go. All right, so talking about a couple of replacements that you guys can use. You can use replacements like, you know, instead of Linzer, you can use Rebel as well. I've seen people use Rebel. You can use Milky Way as well. That is perfectly fine. Those are also different replacements that you can use with this particular team. I have seen Madeline being used too. So just keep that in mind for this particular combination. For this one, again, if you don't have White Lily, I would say just if you have these two at least, the Epic Cookies, especially Mercurial Knight, then just buff them up. They're going to do the most damage. It's not worth, I would say, to replace them with someone like Black Pearl or anything like that. You know, it's just better to buff these two up with, you know, damage with extra crit, extra attack with like Macaron. You can use Rockstar. You can use even Minchoco if you really want to use Minchoco for the attack speed. Those are going to be the more beneficial cookies to use. All right. So in this particular case, let's go back into the raid. And then I am actually going to show you guys the card matching portion of the bosses. All right. So there's going to be 4 different ones. All right. So the pick a card and then the Hammer Slam. And then Puppet Show, as well as the Shadow Clutches. All right, so let's go. All right, so we're gonna put it at 1.5 times speed. We're not gonna use all of our skills, so that we're not killing this thing yet. So Welcoming Ringmaster has 2 of them. The first 2 skills, the Pick a Card as well as the Hammer, are going to be the 2 skills of the Welcoming Ringmaster. Okay, so Welcoming Ringmaster is gonna have the Pick a Card first, which is always gonna be the case. If you versing Ringmaster or Welcoming Ringmaster, the Pick a Card is going to be the first one. So there we go. Pick a card. And then this one, you're going to go to the top right corner. That's the most important one right there. Nothing else. That's the one you have to choose. All right. So make sure you choose that one and not something else. Okay. And then I think we might now turn to the next one here, possibly. Yep, there we go. We're going to turn to the next one. So the Ringmaster of Shadow has all 2 other builds as well. It's going to be the Puppet Show, as well as the clutches, all right? So this one is going to be the Puppet Show. We're going to do the cross. Creme Brulee did die. Just want to do... I'm doing this to kind of just show you guys the 2 different abilities. That's the main thing, all right? So we're going to have the... so the Shadow Clutches is going to be the left hand side. You're going to go to the left hand side. So that's the most important right there. Okay, for the hand of clutches. Okay, so make sure to do that. All right, our cookies are dead. Hopefully our team here can switch it back to the welcoming Ringmaster. All right, we're back to the welcoming Ringmaster. Maybe we should have used Creme Brulee a little bit earlier to speed up the process, but we're gonna see here pick a card soon as well. All right, so the welcoming Ringmaster has to pick a card again. And you saw earlier in the actual run where the Hollow Ringmaster used a pick a card as well. This one is going to be right here. So these are going to be all according to the skill, right? The second one is for pick a card. The Hand of Clutches is going to be the first one. And then the Puppet Show is going to be the 4th one. And then I believe the 3rd one is going to be the Hammer one. All right, so there we go. Hammer Slam. The 3rd one right there is going to be the Hammer. So those are going to be the 4 different patterns that this Ringmaster has, all right? I am going to get out of this because this is going to take forever, okay? But that is to show you guys exactly how the Ringmasters use their ability. But hopefully this video helps you guys out. Make sure to try out the team if you guys have the cookies. Again, if you don't have the cookies, I've mentioned a couple of the replacements as well. I'm sure there'll be other guys as well that will help you guys out too. So, you know, tell me where you guys are, how it is for you guys, and also just, yeah, tell me the teams that you guys are using. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.